Good morning, YouTubers. It is I, the Big D, coming to you live and in person. That's right, live and in person with some more courier information. That's right, courier information. Well, it could be expediting information and hotshot information. It's information, and you're going to get it absolutely free. A zero charge for this stuff. And the question was presented, do I get my LLC first and then get a vehicle loan for my vehicle, or do I lease, or how do I do it? Well, I'm going to break down some things that you may not know. And to give you my expertise in the field, I was a sales manager and F&I manager at a Ford dealer. That's right. I understand the Foursquare system. In fact, I'm being featured on a national radio show coming up, and I will be posting that information when it gets to get a date on it and everything, talking about that very system. And here's the reality of what the question means. Should I take my LLC and then go get a car with the credit? Well, here's the sad truth. You don't have any credit. You form an LLC, they're going to want 2 years of financials, your balance sheet, your income statement, your profit loss, things of that nature. 2 years. So you form an LLC and try to get business credit, you're going to get turned down. Well, what about leasing? Well, a lot of people don't know this. It's harder to lease a vehicle than it is to buy it. But I'm not buying it. That's right, you're not. But the banks make your credit requirements higher. Why? Because you're not buying it. Does that make any sense? Well, here's the logic. You see, ABC Leasing Corporation leases you this Mazda 3 that's sitting in front of me for $200 a month. There's what's called a residual value. In other words, in 4 years, they say that car, it's $20,000. And in 4 years, the car is going to be worth $10,000. So you only pay for the $10,000. That's what they do. And at the end, it has $10,000. The dealership will get the car back, in case you're wondering who gets it. It's transferred back to them, and they get to sell it. Lease company sells it to them. Simple plan. They get good used cars, and they have a steady stream coming in, which is good for them. And you get to rent the cars, basically what you did. Your insurance requirements are going to be higher, though. If you ever didn't know this, they require higher limits on lease vehicles than they do on regular vehicles because it's leased. There's another party involved. So therefore, they require stronger credit requirements because, well, you can just default. Walk away. And the lease company gets stuck with it. And you could beat it up, you did damage to it, but you're required to fix it. You just turn it in and never pay for it, they're stuck with it. So they make it very difficult for you. Now, to lease a vehicle for, say, hotshotting, which I knew someone was doing it, he has a channel, I don't recommend it. And I'll tell you why in a minute. Or courier driving or expediting is crazy because you get a per mileage per year. Let's say you get 15,000 miles a year and 35 cents for each additional mile. Well, you can see how bad you're about to get screwed. If you're a hotshotter, or let's say an expediter, and you got a van, and you're making 95 cents a mile, they take 35 cents a mile off of that, you're making 60. Then you got to take your payments and everything else off of that. That's just what they charge you for mileage. You won't make any money. That's the bottom line. Now, I keep saying, don't go out and buy a vehicle. If you're going in expediting, you're going to have to buy the van. I do not recommend cargo vans. I recommend high-top extended Sprinter types because, unfortunately, brokers and load boards, even if it could have gone in a cargo van, they're going to request a Sprinter van 90% of the time. So what they're used to, that's what they do. So just such, you should know that. It's a habit, and you're seeing the phasing out of cargo vans. The manufacturers have phased them out. They're all going to that. And you're going to see soon in the near future where the low top, short base like a cargo van, they're going to do away with them. They're all going to be high top, extended, or short base. That's it. It's only 2 choices you're going to get. It's cheaper for the manufacturer to make them. That's why. And that's what's, 80% of the sales are those. So you're going to see that going away. But back to the subject at hand, leasing a vehicle to do this kind of work is nuts. You form a business, you don't instantly get credit because you have not established credit yet, so don't expect to have credit. They're going to base it off of your credit. That's right, your personal credit. And therefore, if your credit sucks, well, good luck. Now, how do we fix it? I did a video on it. I thought would have got more views, but those who did apply the principles I said to do, I've seen scores jump up to 100 points, which puts them in a better position to get their vehicle cheaper. That's right, cheaper. And this is a trick, excuse me, that was working in F&I that I learned. And it's simple as this. Now, you can go and get on Credit Karma. Absolutely free. That's right, cost you $0. That's my best kind of fee to pay is $0. It's good stuff. Now, once you're on there, it'll give you your credit score. It's not exact, I can tell you that. But you'll get a good idea. If you're like 590 or something, or 530, and we can get you up to 630, we're going to get you really close to being able to get you into a commercial vehicle. Or a car for courier driving if you don't have one. If you have one, just drive what you got. Simple as that. But if you're going to go in the hotshot and expediting, excuse me, you're going to have a van, a truck, and a trailer. Sorry. But if you don't have a car, I'm trying to figure out why you want to be a courier then. But if you don't, a little Mazda 3 like Courier would work. Courier would work. Stuff like that would work. You can get a cheap car. But I'm going back to the credit aspect of it. Once you're on Credit Karma, I normally will tell you to do this on Black Friday. It's the Friday after Thanksgiving, which is technically the day after Thanksgiving. And there's a reason for it. It's the best day to do it, too. And I want you to basically, right about then, contest it. Every negative thing in your credit report, you can contest it on a Credit Karma. Like, this is negative, you can contest it. This is not accurate. What happens? So this is what credit repair does, that you pay all that money for. This is all they're doing, by the way. They have to answer within 30 days to verify the information. If they don't, it has to be removed from your credit bureau. Neat little trick, isn't it? So you go down the whole list of negative stuff. Not me, don't know what you're talking about, don't know this loan, I don't care if you do or not, don't know what the hell we're talking about, blah, 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 blah. Anything on there to contest it. Send it off. Now they have 30 days to answer it. So the day after Thanksgiving is like the end of the month in November. So let's just say it's the 30th. 30th of November. Well, you got to December 30th for them to answer. Why is that important? Well, because Black Friday is the busiest shipping. I can't even talk this morning. Busiest shopping day in America. Okay? More credit card applications are going through. More people are spending money. This is when retailers, how it gets its name, Black Friday, is that you were in red ink as a retailer all the way up until that Friday after Thanksgiving, all that shopping. Now you're turning a profit. You're in the black, thus Black Friday. And the rest of that month is where you make your profit as a retailer. So like Shillito's, Kohl's, and all that, Shillito's is gone, but it's an old show my age here. But, those kind of stores, maybe Macy's, they're operating in the hole until Black Friday, and now they go into the black. So red ink, the Black Friday. So they're processing all those credit cards. Thus, you also have, Christmas parties, you have Christmas Eve, Christmas. You see the point? We're taking away time. We're going to take away days they can answer. And they're busy. And in doing so, a lot of this stuff will go away because they don't have time to answer it. They're not collected from me anyway, so they're not that concerned. They're concerned on the ones they're going to get that's going to make them money. You're just sitting there and they ain't got time for it. Now, they'll probably answer it after the first year, but the time's up. That's right. They didn't get it in time, and it goes off your credit bureau. Your credit score goes up. It's a dirty little trick, but it works. You should try it. If you're looking at doing this business now, you could do it now. They'll have more time, but, some of them just ignore it and not worry about it. So, leasing is not good. You're not going to make money. You're going to be feed to death on it, though, but you're not going to make money leasing a vehicle, driving as a courier, expediter, or a hot shotter. Now, are there people doing it? Well, yeah, there's people doing a lot of things, but if you want to spend a couple grand a month for a vehicle, be my guest. I mean, hey, it's what it's going to cost you. I don't recommend it. Don't believe me. Well, just call Penske up and ask them what it would cost you to rent a van and the mileage and all that, and see what they tell you. Dealership, they won't even give you a price over the phone, just so you know. But you can look at it in the paper, and leasing for this with $4,000 down. Well, if you got $4,000 to put down, go buy a used car and become a courier. Be clear and free. It's more money in your pocket at that rate. So apply the things I tell you. It works. It really does. I've been doing it for years. I make money doing it. Are you going to get rich? No. No one's going to get rich being a courier. No one's going to get rich being an expediter, and you're sure as hell not going to get rich being a hot shotter. But you'll make a decent living. I mean, my last check was $4,300. I'm going to photo shoot it, stick it on here and all that, and I'm trying to get the washout for it, so then you can see for yourself. I'm the only person that's ever showed a washout. I actually showed you where you saw the name and everything. I'm also going to show you the bank deposit on the phone. It's direct deposited, so you'll have the accounts marked off my account and stuff you don't need to see, but you'll see, Yale delivery, direct deposit amount. I challenge the other people who are telling you their stuff to do it. I call it full disclosure. Why aren't they? Makes you wonder. They can talk big. Prove it. It's Big D saying like this channel, subscribe to this channel, and game talk. Share the channel. Until then, let's go make some monies, folks.